Something most people misunderstand about powerful personalities. They think power looks like noise, like speaking loudly, like reacting instantly, like proving something every time they enter a room. But if you study closely, the people who actually shape the world rarely behave like that. They moved differently, they carried something else, something quieter, but far more dangerous. And to understand that, I want to take you to a moment in history, a moment where a 21-year-old stood in front of the most impossible challenges of his time, Constantinople. For centuries, the city had not been taken. Armies had tried, kings had tried, empires had tried and failed. It was protected by massive walls, strategic geography, and a reputation that itself discouraged people from even trying. Now imagine this. You are 21, you have an empire looking at you, you have expectations, you have pressure. You have history telling you this is not possible. What kind of personality does it take to still move forward? Most people think the answer is confidence, but it's not that simple. Because confidence without control turns into recklessness, and fear without awareness turns into paralysis. So, what did Ahmed 2 actually have? Let's slow this down because this is where personality becomes real. Not theory, not labels, not introvert or extrovert, but behavior under pressure. Muhammad did not rush, he did not attack blindly, he observed. He studied the structure of the city, he understood the psychology of his enemies, he prepared. He built cannons that had never been used before. He planned movement that seemed impossible. He even transported ships over land to bypass defense. Now pause here, because this is not just strategy, this is personality. This is what happens when a person does not react emotionally to pressure, but responds intelligently to it. Most people, they face something difficult, they do one of the two things. They either overthink or they avoid. They either rush without thinking or they delay without acting. But very few people learn to sit in the middle, to observe, to plan, to act with clarity. And that is what made Mehmet different, not just his ambition, but his ability to stay composed while executing it. Now think about your own life. Maybe your Constantinople is not a city, maybe it's something else. A conversation you are avoiding, a decision you are delaying, a version of yourself you know you could become, but you keep postponing.